I've lived in Camden Town all my life. It's a great place to live for lots of really different types of people. For example, where I am, a minute to the right, you've got families with 4 bedrooms looking at Regent's Park. A minute to the left, you've got families with 4 kids looking at a combined 90-year prison sentence. When someone screams, you don't know if they've been attacked or been served fish with a red wine. It gives estate agents a dilemma. They don't know whether to describe the area as lively, which we all know means someone was shot here recently, or sought after, which is code for there's a separate entrance for the council tenants. In the end, they settled on ideally located because it's close to M&S on the right and A&E on the left. It was a good place to grow up in a lot of ways, but school was a tough time. I went to South Camden Community School, which, let me tell you, was not an ideal environment for learning. Think Guantanomo Bay without the sea view. First day of year 7, I get pulled to one side. Hey, midget, you got a brother here? No. You good at football? No. You got a knife? No. You're fucked. I try and be careful. Thanks, miss. But she was right, it was brutal. And I'm not talking headlocks and Chinese burns. I mean Olympic standard bullying. The type of bullying that 20 years later sends you into a dark room looking for the approval of strangers. The teachers tried to encourage the channeling of this energy through after-school music and drama. There was always an end-of-term talent competition. First prize was a stab-proof vest and a 10-second head start. I didn't stand a chance at that school. Short, spotty, overweight. They didn't have to put that in the report, though. So at least I could get away from it for a bit every day at 3:30. I can't imagine what it must be like nowadays. With social media, there's no escape. I'm not really on social media, and I'm not saying that to try and be different or in a self-congratulatory way, like when a posh person proudly tells you, we don't actually own a television. I just never really fancied it. From what I can make out, Instagram and Twitter are mostly just food and spite. And endless pictures of people semi-nude. Honest, who would put themselves on display, risk public humiliation just for 5 minutes of attention? I've still got my Facebook profile, but I haven't changed my photo for about 10 years because I want people to think I've still got hair. I was hoping for a Dorian Gray type deal, but instead of the photo aging and me staying youthful, just this. Now every time I log on, I'm faced with a painful reminder that I'm aging faster than those Little Britain sketches where they blacked up. But Joe, Instagram's all right. What's the worst that can happen? It's an excellent question. Thank you so much for asking. All right, let's say I was on Instagram. I'm at home, I cook a delicious curry. Feeling proud, I upload a photo. Quicker than I can say Uncle Ben. Someone spots a slice of bread and butter on the side, and I'm being accused of cultural appropriation. But then comes the inevitable backlash against the backlash. I'm being defended by people I want absolutely nothing to do with. Idiots up and down the country start stapling bread to their local curry houses, giving me an internet nickname. And then, of course, Britain First get involved. We are here today to show our support for Jalfrezi Joe by doing the King's Mill Challenge. Because at Britain First, we believe in white bread for white people. Kingsmill put out an urgent statement distancing themselves, but it's too late. Their reputation never recovers. Bankrupt. Families plunged into poverty as thousands of people are left unemployed. The government do nothing to help, just come up with a poorly judged back-to-work campaign slogan. Worked at Kingsmill. Need dough. Retrain. Outrage. Riots up and down the country. Businesses, homes, communities, whole towns destroyed as people are forced into Hunger Games-style fights to the death. And then finally, when it's all over, there's nothing but rubble, and the flames have died down to mere embers. The only sound left will be the scuttling of cockroaches and the tap, tap, tap of an estate agent's keyboard as he amends the description of the area to up and coming. And that's the worst that can happen. Thank you very much.